In the gritty streets of Philadelphia, where cheesesteaks reigned supreme, emerged a man whose fists were as golden as the Liberty Bell and whose one-liners hit harder than a heavyweight knockout. Enter Rocky Balboa, the quintessential underdog with a heart of gold and a vocabulary as colorful as his boxing shorts. Rocky, the inaugural film, kicks off the saga, introducing us to the Italian Stallion, a small-time club fighter who gets the shot of a lifetime to face the heavyweight champion, Apollo Creed. But it's not just about the eye of the tiger, it's about the eye of the Balboa, the man who can turn a simple jog through the streets into a montage so epic, even your grandma will want to throw on some sweats and join in. In Rocky II, our hero decides to hang up the gloves and embrace domestic bliss. But as fate would have it, the boxing bug bites harder than Rocky's left hook. He's back in the ring, and this time, he's not just fighting for glory, he's fighting for Mickey's legacy and, of course, the title of Yo, Adrian's Eternal Champion. Rocky III sees Balboa in a glittering world of fame, fortune, and Mr. T, Clubber Lang, the Mohawked Marvel, steps into the ring, promising pain and suffering. But hey, this is Rocky we're talking about. A man who turns adversity into a training montage and makes boxing look like a dance-off where only the strongest survive. And then, in Rocky IV, it's not just about boxing anymore. It's about Cold War showdowns and Sylvester Stallone taking on communism like it's just another sparring partner. With Ivan Drago, the Soviet juggernaut, as his opponent, Rocky not only wins hearts, but also delivers a knockout speech that could rival any politician's. Rocky V? Well, let's just say it's the Rocky equivalent of a speed bump on the road to cinematic glory. We witness Rocky's financial roller coaster, but fear not. He bounces back like a champion, because you can't keep the Italian Stallion down for long. Fast forward to Rocky Balboa, where our hero, now a little grayer but just as gritty, steps into the ring for one last hurrah. It's not about titles or trophies. It's about proving something to himself and inspiring a new generation to chase their dreams. Cue the training montage and the inevitable, "Yo, Adrian, I did it." And just when you thought the bell had rung for the final time, along comes Creed, a spin-off that follows Apollo Creed's son Adonis, as he seeks out Rocky to be his mentor. It's a passing of the torch, or in Rocky's terms, a passing of the boxing gloves wrapped in decades of cinematic glory. So whether it's the triumphant moments, the heart-wrenching defeats, or the sheer absurdity of running up a flight of stairs for the umpteenth time, the Rocky franchise is not just a boxing saga. It's a knockout comedy drama that leaves you chanting, "Yo, Adrian, we did it!" So grab your gloves, a raw egg for your morning jog, and dive into the world of Rocky, where every punch has a punchline, and every underdog has their day in the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, tighten those gloves and get ready to step into the ring of Rocky trivia. The Rocky franchise, a cinematic champ in its own right, has more hidden gems than a jeweler's safe. From sweaty training montages to epic showdowns, Stallone's masterpiece has left an indelible mark on pop culture. Today, we're unearthing 10 jaw-dropping, eyebrow-raising facts that even the most die-hard Rocky fans might have missed. Are you ready to go the distance with these Rocky revelations? As the legendary boxing street brawler would say, go for it! Ever wondered where the idea for the Italian Stallion came from? Well, hold on to your boxing gloves. Sylvester Stallone drew inspiration from a real-life underdog tale, none other than the Bayonne Bleeder, Chuck Wepner. Wepner, a journeyman boxer, went the distance against Muhammad Ali, and his grit became the blueprint for Rocky Balboa's rise from obscurity. You know that iconic "Yo, Adrian" moment? Turns out it wasn't in the script. Sylvester Stallone spontaneously shouted the famous line during the filming of Rocky II. Talk about impromptu Oscar-worthy moments. It just goes to show, sometimes the best lines are the ones that come straight from the heart, and a little improvisation. Rocky's original title wasn't as punchy as the final choice. Stallone initially named his masterpiece Rocky. His whole life was 1,000,000 to 1 shot. Now that's a mouthful. Thankfully, someone in the corner wisely suggested trimming it down, and the rest is cinematic history. Carl Weathers, the man behind the charismatic Apollo Creed, had a unique way of staying fit for his role. Instead of traditional boxing training, Weathers opted for the ballet. Yes, you heard that right. Apollo Creed pirouetted his way to peak physical condition, proving that even champions need a touch of grace. Before becoming the Italian Stallion, Stallone was a struggling actor with a jaw-dropping bank balance, $106 to be exact. Desperation and determination fueled his iconic physical transformation for the role. He sold his dog, yes, his beloved pup, for $50 and used the money to buy food. Luckily, he bought the dog back for $3,000 after hitting it big with Rocky. Remember that bronze Rocky statue in Philadelphia? Well, it wasn't always a beloved landmark. Initially created for Rocky III, the statue was placed at the top of the Philadelphia Museum of Art steps. However, it was later relocated to the bottom of the steps due to public outcry. Turns out, not everyone was a fan of a fictional boxer overshadowing the city's real heroes. I say Rocky was the only one true hero. The fictional character has inspired millions and deserves a statue. In the grand tradition of Rocky stars taking a few unexpected hits, Michael B. Jordan, our modern Adonis Creed, decided to up the ante in the knockout reel. Picture this: a scene where Adonis, fueled by the fiery spirit of Balboa, is delivering a cinematic haymaker. Now, in the world of movie magic, the punches are usually just as imaginary as unicorns, right? Well, not this time. In a hilarious twist, Michael B. Jordan, in the throes of delivering a knockout blow, misjudged his distance from a set prop. Bam! The next thing you know, our modern-day Apollo found himself tangled up with a piece of movie history. It was like a scene straight out of a Rocky blooper reel, only this time, the set prop landed the perfect left hook. Now, before you start worrying about Michael's well-being, fear not. The man has the resilience of a boxer and the sense of humor to match. He shook off the accidental altercation like a true champ, probably muttering a well-timed quip under his breath. Lesson learned. Even the toughest fighters can find themselves on the receiving end of a surprise left hook, even if it's from an inanimate object. Rocky IV's training montage in the Siberian wilderness is iconic. But did you know Stallone's dedication to realism led to some chilling consequences? The temperature during filming plummeted to a bone-chilling negative 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Talk about taking method acting to the extreme. In the muscle-clad extravaganza of Rocky III, Hulk Hogan, the legendary wrestler known for his pythons and theatrics, stepped into the ring as Thunderlips, the ultimate male, marking his film debut. Now here's the plot twist that even the most seasoned scriptwriters would envy. Hogan graced the silver screen not for a princely sum, but a humble $5,000. Thunderlips body slammed and jaw dropped, not just Rocky but the accounting department too, proving that in the world of Rocky, sometimes the real knockout comes in the form of a surprisingly modest paycheck. It's a tale of Thunderlips versus the Italian Stallion, where Hogan's wrestling prowess met Rocky's resilience, all while the budget wrestled with the reality of Hollywood economics. Perhaps Hogan didn't hulk up the paycheck that time, but in the grand tradition of Rocky's underdog spirit, he still delivered a performance that left audiences cheering for more. In the ring of cinematic surprises, Thunderlips proved that you don't always need bags of cash to make a memorable knockout moment. Hold on to your boxing gloves for this one. Sylvester Stallone was so confident in Rocky Balboa's final chapter, Rocky Balboa, 2006, that he took a rather unconventional payday. Instead of a traditional salary, Stallone agreed to a percentage of the movie's profits. And oh boy, did it pay off? Sly ended up earning a whopping $70 million. Talk about a knockout deal. As we close this cinematic chapter of Rocky hilarity, don't hang up your gloves just yet. The world of Rocky is a perpetual training montage, and we're not done jabbing at laughter. Give that like button a Rocky-style wallop. Make it as epic as a Balboa victory yell. And for those eyeing the subscribe button, it's not just a click. It's a commitment to more movie madness and endless chuckles. So, here's the drill. Hit like with the gusto of Rocky shouting, "Yo, Adrian," after a hard-won victory. Subscribe faster than a Rocky training montage, and let's stay in the ring together for more cinematic chaos and revelations. From seasoned Rocky fans to first-time contenders, there's always room in the ring for more laughter, more facts, and more of that Balboa magic. As the final bell echoes through the corridors of movie fun, keep those gloves up, stay nimble on your feet, and brace for the next cinematic showdown. From Rocky to your favorite films, we've got a knockout lineup of movie madness coming your way. So, movie lovers, stay tuned, keep the laughter flowing, and remember, in the world of cinema, every film is a potential knockout waiting to be uncovered. Until the next round, keep smiling, keep subscribing, and keep the movie magic alive.